If you think this is about to be cheesy, you're absolutely right. But it's from the heart. 10 years, 10 things, and maybe 11 or 12, but it's going to try to be 10. Number one, Pastor Steven, your audacious faith inspires me and pastors all over the world more than you know. You're a crazy man who's too stupid not to believe that all things are possible with God. And your faith is sparking revivals around the world. Number two, you are sincerely the most generous person I know. Hands down, crazy, irrational, generous. And what you do to bless the church, no one will ever know, but God knows, and I know because I get to know that stuff. And what you do to bless people privately and quietly, and I would never disclose that, but there are rewards in heaven because of your faithfulness. And I believe one of the reasons your church is blessed is because God knows you are irrationally generous. Number three, your love for Holly and your kids is very rare, very special. I want to know what it's like to be raised in a home with a mom and dad who love Jesus so much and love each other. Dude. Especially you, Elijah. There's something special about you, man. Something really special about you. Sometimes I wonder, Pastor Steven, what is it like to be Elijah Furtick's dad? Number four, you are crazy, passionate, and devoted to God's word. You're a student of the word like crazy, and I see this in ways you guys don't know because we talk all week long. I'm searching the word, I'm searching the word, I'm searching the word, I'm searching the word, and this will go on for days, and then I get the text, I found it, and then he shows me what it is, and he shows me the one line, and there are hours, and I watch him agonize and search the word, and it's what you see on the weekend is a result of hard work. Now, I could say you're crazy gifted, and you are, but that would be an understatement to the truth. You're crazy gifted, and you're crazy faithful to God's word. Number five, I'm just going to say this, and this is my opinion, but you're setting the standard for preaching in our generation, period. Number six, you're buff, ripped, cut, and jacked. You can't teach beast. You can't teach beast. Number seven, you are thoughtful beyond measure. When I was down and discouraged last year, right before our big staff meeting, Pastor Steven just hopped the flight, came in without telling me, walked in the door and said, "I'm here, how can I help you?" And we just skipped work and went and hung out. Thoughtful beyond measure. Number eight, you're fun anywhere, everywhere, and all the time. And if people saw our private text back and forth, they would leave both of our churches.
Oh, God,
That's the truth. Number nine, you treat my family like they're your family, and I want to do the same to you. And I count it a great privilege to stand beside Elijah, Graham, Abby, and Holly and say, our families are serving Jesus together. And I value that more than you know. And number 10, your friendship, this is where it's really cheesy, but I just got to say it. Number 10, your friendship makes serving God more fun and meaningful to me every day. So, honor. Okay? You may never preached before. You just say, "I'm getting my preach on. I'm beast." You can't teach beast, okay? I'm a preaching beast. And you tell yourself, on this swing, and Ashley's by me, and she said, "You have an ugly profile." And I didn't know what her profile was, so I said, "What's a profile?" She said, "From the front, you're kind of cute, but from the side, you're really ugly." I said, well, I don't understand that. Why? And she said, because you got the biggest nose in history, okay? And it's still big now, but when I was like the 8th grade, my head was smaller and my nose was the same size. My face has kind of grown into it a little bit. But I never knew that because when I looked in the mirror, all I saw was like straight on. And from straight on, it just looked rather normal. And I kind of argued with her, like, my nose isn't big. She's like, yeah, your nose is really big and it's really ugly. I'm like, no, it's not. And I was really disturbed by it. So I went home and I got out a mirror and I actually looked sideways into the mirror. I was like, oh, dear Jesus, it is really big, And I'm telling you, as silly as it sounds, like from that moment on, I was scared to be sideways with any girl. Anytime I meet a girl, man, like I'm standing in front of you, like if you're coming over, I'm like this kind of stuff, and there's and no way I'm letting you get beside me. Right? And I was terrified of this. One word, man. So I literally was afraid to ask people all this kind of stuff. I met my wife, Amy, and we met on a blind date, which worked in my favor because we got a big nose. You want to meet on a blind date, And so someone told her I was like, I was a new Christian, like I was really godly and stuff, and they told her I looked like Tom Cruise. And it's like, that's really cool, And so when I met her, I knocked on the door, and she had this big like this. He looked like Tom Cruise, and she's like this, and she's like, he doesn't, But anyway, we're talking after a while, and she seemed to like me, and it was like I'm kind of having a vulnerable moment, like, but. Are you cool with my nose? And she's like, I love your nose. Like, you what? She said, and then she goes, your nose is like my favorite thing about you. And then she said, I never will forget this. It's like, she goes, your nose, and she got like this really excited thing. She goes, she said, it's a strong, sexy, Roman nose. Get a tight shot. Is that the tight camera? Get a tight shot. Strong, sexy. I was like, you want to stroke this nose? You can stroke my nose. You can stroke that strong, sexy Roman nose. You can stroke my nose. And all of a sudden, that just happened, okay? It's amazing. Man, when you prayed that prayer, and you whisper in his ear, man, I felt close to God, I felt close to you. Then you stick your tongue in his ear, I don't know, do something like that. Come on now, right? And you tell him that was amazing. And the next time he's gonna pray a little longer, and you put on some music, Luther Vandross or whatever, and you just tell him, man, whenever you're seeking God like that, okay. And what you don't do is you never ever tell somebody what they're not. You're